Am I shooting 4K? Oh shoot. My battery's gonna die soon. So I have a friend named Trey. He has a really cool car. It's called a Ford Fairlane, I think. It's like really cool. It's like blue. And so we went out to this pretty cool location and we took some photos. So I'm gonna show you guys how I edit things from start to finish, kind of like my workflow. By no means is this the right way to do it, but this is just how I do it. This is just what works for me. So let's get right to it. So first and foremost, make sure you organize all your photos. I organize my photos by year and then by like location. If I go to the same location multiple times, I'll put the date as well. Then I'll do raw, Photoshop, and edits. I've already imported them into Lightroom. And so yeah, first thing I do, I go through the photos and then I pick which ones are good and which ones aren't. I have already edited this. And I'm going to show you how I got to that image in a second. Okay. Let's see how I got that. So I'll use this photo. It's pretty similar, I'll just crop it to make it look a little more like that one. Okay, I'll be honest, I totally forgot how I edited this one. But let's go through the presets, see what these look like. No. Okay, that's the one that I used. So I have this preset called Thursday. I'm gonna reduce the clarity on this one. I just think it looks better. My personal preference. Now I'm looking at my skin tones. They're very red. I do not like how these skin tones are. So I'm going to adjust this a little bit, just adjust these sliders so make the skin tones look a little bit more realistic. And I'm gonna add what is this? I'm just gonna brighten the shadows a little bit. Yeah, that looks much better. So yeah, with this preset, pretty much just adjusted the blues, the reds a little bit. Let's see, yeah, just the luminescence, the saturation too. And then I'm going to add this gradient filter. I'm going to add some warmth to it. Brighten that up a little bit. So it looks like there's a light source that's not covered by clouds, but it almost looks like that there's the sun and its rays are shining on me. So I really like how that looks. And then I'm gonna add another one down here in this corner. However, I'm gonna do the opposite. I'm going to darken the shadows, darken the whole thing, almost like a vignetting. And then, I don't know, I realized that I really like doing that with my photos. So usually I'll have like, up in one corner, I'll have a light source or like a gradient I really hope that's what it's called, because that's what it's gonna be called in this video. I don't know what it's called. But yeah, usually I like to have a brighter one in one corner, and then in the opposite corner, I'll have a darker one, and it kind of just makes the photo stand out. Oh my gosh, these photos are falling from the ding. There's another, my other photo just fell from there. I really needed to come up with a better mounting system. But anyways, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, I have a brighter gradient up top in one corner and then a darker one in another corner. It makes the center of the photo, the focus of the photo, stand out. That's kind of, I just like doing that. I think it looks cool, looks better. So yeah, this is pretty much before, this is after. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do something. I'm going to lighten the front end of this. Yeah. So yeah, final photo, before, after. I think it looks great. Next photo. I've already edited this photo. This is the final edit right here. So I'm gonna use a similar photo, except this one isn't in focus, but to get the same colors and everything. Is it in focus? No, it's not in focus. I'm gonna show you how I got like the same colors and everything as the final photo. So first, let's crop. Crop the image into a composition that looks good. Okay, I think that looks good. Now I remember doing this. There wasn't one of my presets that looked good enough for me to use on my personal presets. However, in the creative presets that Lightroom already gives you, what did I use? I used, let's see, was it warm contrast? We're gonna go with warm contrast. That's what we're gonna go with. Okay. So, all right. We go to clarity. I want this image to be pretty soft. And then we're gonna put the vibrance up a little bit, saturation down a little bit. Okay, we're gonna create this S curve. Makes the image have a little bit more contrast. And now we mess with the HSL sliders. So, I don't like this color green. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the yellows, bring those all the way over to the orange side, bring the greens all the way over the yellow side. So, yeah, it's not green anymore. It's like a kind of like a gross orange. Yeah, now we're gonna grab the oranges. I'm gonna push them over to the yellow a little bit. All right. Now for the blues, I really want the blues to pop because that is the color of the car. And although this one is not in focus, we can still work with it. I'm gonna make it more of a teal color just because it looks better with this color of like yellow, like, I don't know, garbage. Yellow, green, gross. I still don't like the color of it, but this isn't the final product, so we'll deal with it for now. So I'm gonna boost the saturation of the blues. And then I'm gonna come over to the luminescence. I'm gonna lower it so there's not as much highlights popping off of it. You can see more of the teal blue color. And okay, that's good for now. And then the yellows, I'm going to boost the luminescence. And the same for the greens. Okay, that looks decent, okay. Now, I noticed these shadows that the trees are creating and I really wanted to emphasize them. So we're going to go over here. We're gonna choose our effect and it's gonna be Burn Darken. We are going to darken these shadows that are already created by the trees. Pretty much we're just emphasizing them. Now there's one more right here that I want to emphasize. You know, I might create an artificial shadow right here. Cool. Yeah. All right. Awesome, awesome. Okay, the picture's popping. Okay, I am going to lower the exposure on the entire photo because I really want to emphasize this car. Then I'm going to create this filter, which all I'm going to do is I'm going to brighten the exposure a tad. Okay, now this is a pretty extensive edit. So there's a lot going on with these trees and everything. So I kind of want to, for me, it's distracting with all these like dead branches, and it's winter in Tennessee. Everything kind of just looks ugly. So I'm gonna soften those. So your focus is pulled more into the car and less on the noise around the car. So we're gonna choose our effect. It is going to be clarity. Where is it? Clarity, no. Just kidding. It is gonna be texture. All right, we're gonna lower the texture big time. You see all these areas with this crazy mess of branches, dead trees and branches and stuff. We are just going to soften that. We're gonna go behind the car as well. This mess, my goodness. See, now it almost looks like the car is in focus. We made this image so blurry. Okay, cool. Cool. Now we're gonna grab this and we're gonna change the effect. We're gonna go to darken. Then we're gonna darken the corners, kind of like creating like a vignette effect. Darken these corners and stuff. Now we're gonna change it. We're gonna go to lighten. We're gonna lighten these back up. Kind of like bringing that detail back in. I'm also gonna brighten these. I'm gonna brighten these little pockets of sunshine that are in between the shadows. All right, cool. So that is the final, well, hold on, let me add some more vignetting. All right, so did we get close? Wow, that's a lot different. But I don't know, I like both. I kind of like this one better. I like this one better. It's a little bit more moody, and the colors of the color of the car and the colors of its surroundings, they contrast more. So let's go ahead and change this a bit. We're gonna darken it a little bit, and then we're gonna whoop. Yeah, there we go. Now I like this one better because the composition is so much better. So yeah, that was a little inside look at how I edit my photos, start to finish. By no means is this the best way to edit photos. This is just the way I do it. This is the way I've been doing it for a while now. It works for me. So yeah, let me know if you guys want my presets, if I should make them available for download so you guys can throw them in Lightroom, just throw them on top of your photos. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.